people, and we come back in, and everything is out of order. Everything's been moved. Everything's all over the place. Like, nothing's where it's supposed to be. And Margaret's standing there, and she's like, I want it done this way. And the entire staff, not just me and Raj, is like, we've been getting it done ahead of schedule since before you got, like, why? Why are you doing this now? It's been done by now. Usually at this point in the night, we're done. We still have to do half the store. Like, why would you unorganize it if organizing it has worked so well? And she says, this is better. This is the way that I want it done. You're gonna do it this way. And obviously everybody's like groaning and pissed off, and we get maybe another aisle done because we're having to run all over the warehouse and find stuff, and this needs to go. Like, it was just a mess. It was just a mess. For example, there were 2 pallets of Pepsi. She put one of them in the front where we could get to it and the other one in the back. Like, it was just dumb. It didn't make sense. It was not a logical system the way she was organizing stuff. So whatever, everybody gets it done. We don't get done with the store though. At 3 a.m., I'm gone, and I'm not staying longer than 3 a.m. because I got school in 3 hours, so I gotta go. So I leave, and everybody's pissed off. The mood, we had like a little group chat, is pissed off because this lady just sucks. She's not a good manager. If the system is working, why would you replace it? If you were a store owner and your night crew was so good that they were getting done like 2 hours early and then had more time to clean up the store and do everything else and make the orders before the day crew got there, wouldn't you be happy? No, apparently this chick was like, I want it my way. That's just how it was. It was her way or the highway. That was it. That was the only way it could be. And for about 2 months, I put up with it, mainly because Raj asked me to. He needed the job. He was going through a hard time at home. He needed the money. He was like, please, can you just stay? You're making it more bearable. Everybody works well with you. You're more efficient than anybody that could replace you. Can you please just stay? So I'm doing it for my friend. I hated it. It was boring. It sucked. I couldn't listen to music. We couldn't goof off. We couldn't play Nerf basketball. And our work got done slower. It got to the point where the day crew was having to show up and help us. That's how slow she had made us. We went from being done before I would leave to now like not being done by 5 a.m. That's how bad it had gotten at one point. And it's just not good. It's not a good system. So everybody's miserable on the night crew. This like once happy family now. We still got along, you know. We would all play Xbox together and stuff, but at work, it sucked. And it was all because Margaret and her stupid managing skills that were not good. They were terrible. So at this point, it had been a couple months since the original incident, and it was getting close to around the Thanksgiving time. And at this point, Julian had been a cashier again for a while, and they moved him back to being in charge of the night shift. I think mainly because Margaret's a boomer and didn't have a very easy time staying up all night. Like, I think it was hard on her. So we get Julian back, and almost as soon as he gets back, night crew gets back to being efficient right away, to the point where the store owner wrote Julian an email basically saying like, thank you so much. You know, it was really stressing me out because I was getting all these emails about how behind we were with deliveries and we had to have truck drivers waiting. It was just not good. So thank you. And we were efficient and the fun was back. We had Nerf basketball again. We were having a great time. Everything was awesome. It was great. It was literally the best. And then, of course, everything gets ruined on one night. We get through the holiday season, which is always a madhouse, except before, like, 2 weeks before Christmas-ish is around when this is going down. So everything was going great. You know, we get back on track for a couple weeks. Everything's going good, but we get through the holiday rush, which is crazy. There's a lot more deliveries. People are buying more stuff. You get the idea. And, you know, I don't remember like a super great timeline. So if some of this overlaps, I'm sorry. Weeks feel, you know, different like 4 years later. It's a lot different with time. You guys understand the vibes. So anyways, a couple weeks after we had gotten back on track at like 2 a.m, which was when we would be done, like I said, we're in the garage and we're waiting for the next deliveries that didn't get there until 3, which is when I left. And, like, the warehouse is pretty empty. There's some stock, but we're playing Nerf basketball. And it's like all of the stock guys, Raj, me, and Julian, everybody is back there gaming. And, sure enough, like, the garage door, which was usually not supposed to be open unless there was a truck there, comes open, and standing there in her sedan is Margaret with her hands on her hips with the owner of the store. And as it's opening, as if it's in a movie, dude, I shoot a 3-pointer that swishes but like I'm jumping as they see me. So it has to awkwardly be in the air as I'm making eye contact with the fact that I'm definitely about to get fired, just vibing. I don't think oh shit begins to cover everybody's expression. So immediately everybody like boofs to go work as fast as you can, you know, because nobody wants to be in trouble. And the three slowest people that get called out are me, Raj, and Julian. You know, the trio ends as it began, together. And I'm not too thrilled about what's to go down because I like doing the fun stuff, but like most people, I don't enjoy the consequences. It's really fun to play Nerf basketball, but I don't want to explain to the owner of the store why we're doing it. So sure enough, Margaret starts laying into how we're irresponsible and da-da-da-da-da. And as soon as she starts talking, Raj has a moment where I think he decides, I'm done, I've had enough. And like, he had this look in his eye like he didn't care. And he goes, shut up, Margaret. And she's like, excuse me? And he starts laying into her about how when she was in charge, they were so behind that they had trucks waiting to deliver because they couldn't get rid of the stuff in the warehouse fast enough, and how everybody was miserable, nobody was having fun. And he's like, I'm sorry that Julian is such a good manager that we get the work done early enough to be able to play Nerf basketball because we're already done and don't have deliveries for another hour. I'm sorry that he's just so much better than you that you couldn't get it done and he gets it done too fast. And Margaret starts being like, well, you guys didn't work as hard for me as you do for him. And Raj is like, yeah, because he's a good manager and you suck. And the owner is like, whoa, calm down. You know, like, I'm here at 2 a.m. because she said that you guys would goof off and the garage door opens to Nerf basketball. So what are we supposed to expect? And he's like, no, if you're going to take her side, like, I'm done because she's dumb. You either fire her or I quit. And the owner is like just sitting here dumbfounded. He's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, can't we just get to the bottom of this? He doesn't want anyone to quit yet. He's like, I don't want to make a decision till I know what's up. Because obviously, this is much deeper than just these guys randomly goofing off tonight. I don't know why I'm here. I'm a owner of a franchise of a massive grocery store, but hey, apparently what's going on is important. I really feel so bad for this dude. So there was this family in Henderson, which is where I live. It's like a suburb of Las Vegas, and they owned like all the local grocery stores, and then this corporation bought them out. So they're still like the franchise owners of all of them, but the corporation kind of provides a lot of the financials and profit shares. I don't know how the specifics of it work. I was really not paying enough attention when I was 16 to